Namaste. Welcome to Revision with Vrithi. Today we will start our new third standard EVS. Our Wonderful Planet by Geeta Duggal. First lesson, my body. Stand in front of a mirror and look at your body. Our body is amazing. It is made up of many parts that are working all the time to keep us alive. These body parts let us do a lot of things, such as thinking, seeing, hearing, touching, breathing, and walking. Let us take a look at the different parts of our body and what they do. Our external body parts. The parts of our body which can be seen are called external body parts. And those which can't be seen are called internal body parts. The external body parts include the torso, chest and abdomen. The other external body parts such as head, neck, arms and legs are joined to the torso. You will learn about your internal body parts at a higher class. Head. The head is the part of our body above the neck. It has the sense organs, eyes, ears, nose and tongue. It also has the brain. The brain helps us to think, learn, create and feel happy or sad. It controls the working of many organs in our body. Neck. Our neck joins our head to the rest of the body. It helps our head to move upward, downward, left and right. The movement of the neck helps us to see things in different directions. Chest and abdomen. Our chest and abdomen form parts of our torso. Important organs such as the lungs and heart are located inside our chest. Our rib cage protects them. The soft part below our rib cage is abdomen. The abdomen contains many organs including the liver, the stomach and the intestine. Limbs. Limbs are divided into upper and lower parts. Our arms form the and our legs are the lower limbs. Arms. Arms are made up of parts such as the upper arm, the elbow, the forearm, the palm, the thumb and the fingers and other fingers. Our hands help us to hold, lift, touch or point at things. We use our hands for various activities such as eating, writing, painting, washing, bathing, playing, waving and clapping. Legs. We use our legs and feet to stand and move from one place to another. We use them for activities like walking, running, dancing, jumping, and or playing football. We can also use our limbs for different exercises. Have you heard someone say, "Can you stretch like a cat?" or "Can you sit like a frog?" You use your limbs and try out these exercises for relaxation and body awareness. Fly like a bird. Let your arms hang loose by your sides. Lean forward and slowly lift up your arms behind you as high as possible. Hold the position for some time, then relax in a standing position. Pose like a cobra. Lie on your stomach on a mat. Place your palms down under your shoulders. Lift your head and chest off the floor using your hands and push up until your arms are straight. Do not lift your tummy. Hold this position, then relax. Kneel like a camel. Kneel on the ground. Take your right hand back and rest it on your right heel and do the same with your left hand. Raise your chest up. Bend your head back. Push your chest towards the sky and hold. Slowly come back to the starting position. Relax like a jellyfish. Lie on your back, shut your eyes and relax all your muscles. Pretend that your body is made of jelly. Breathe deeply and slowly for several minutes. Bones and muscles. Bones are the hardest parts of our body. We can feel them under our skin, in our forehead, backbone, ribs, elbows, legs, and knees. Bones give our body shape and protect the soft body parts. Muscles are layers of flesh. They control all movements of the body and the amount of force we can exert. We would not be able to run, stand, chew, or even blink without muscles. Our sense organs. You have already learnt in class 2 that our ability to see, hear, smell, taste, and feel are called senses. We have 5 sense organs that help us in physically understanding what is happening around us. Our sense organs are eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. Eyes. Eyes help us to see everything around us, such as different people, colors, shapes, and sizes. They help us read books. We also express our feelings with our eyes. Our eyes fill with tears when we are sad. They open wide when we are surprised and try to close when we are sleepy. Some people have weak eyesight. Those who can see things that are close by but not the things that are far away are nearsighted. People who can see distant objects clearly but not things nearby, such as the print in a book, are farsighted. An eye doctor or ophthalmologist finds out of the cause of weak eyesight and advises the use of spectacles or contact lenses. Spectacles and contact lenses help people see clearly. Some people are blind and can't see at all. Eyes should be tested by an eye doctor once a year or when a person finds it difficult to see clearly. Can you read the print in your book and the writing on the blackboard clearly? If not, you must tell your teacher and parents. As we grow older, when we are about 40 years old, our eyesight tends to become weak and we may need to wear spectacles. Is there anybody in your family who wears spectacles? Ears. With our ears, we can hear different types of sound. Our friends talking, sound of TV, music, the sound of birds chirping, bells ringing, cars honking, a baby crying, among many other sounds. When we put a large seashell to our ear, we hear a dull roaring sound. That is the sound of air passing through the empty shell. Sometimes we hear the sound made by things which we can see, like we can see an aeroplane flying or a train moving, and also hear them. At night or in a dark area, we can't see properly, but we can hear the sound made by various insects and birds. Some people can't hear well. They are said to be hard of hearing. Some people find it difficult to hear as they grow old. In such cases, the doctor tests the ears and asks them to wear a hearing aid. A hearing aid is a small device which is worn in the ear. It makes sounds louder and clearer. Some people are born without the ability to hear. Often, such people can't speak either. They learn to use sign language to communicate with others. Sign language is a system of communicating by using hand movements instead of spoken words. Nose. Our nose helps us to breathe air in and out. We can smell the fragrance of a flower, the smell of our favorite dish being cooked in the kitchen, the strong smell of fish in the fish market, or even of burnt food. However, we can't smell when we have a cold or our nose gets blocked. Our sense of smell does not work when we suffer from cold. Tongue. Our tongue helps us to taste the food we eat. It has millions of tiny structures called taste buds, which tell us if the food is salty, sweet, sour, or bitter. Our tongue also helps us to swallow food or to talk. Strange talk. Try saying these tongue twisters just for fun. She sells seashell on the seashore? And how much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Now repeat these 5 times very fast. Hold your tongue with one hand and try speaking. Can you do so properly? Next, skin. Our whole body is covered with skin, which helps us to feel. When we touch hot food or ice cold water, our skin helps us to feel the heat or cold. When we prick our hand with a needle or fall down or hurt ourselves, our skin makes us feel the pain. Skin is the largest organ of the body. People who are not able to use one or more of their sense organs or a part of their body fully are called people with disabilities. They need a lot of care and attention. Okay, tomorrow we will see this exercise part. Thank you.